In today's society, technology and information go hand in hand with each other. Just think about your favorite online retailer, think about all the information you give them, and the millions of people who are also giving them information. For a company, I want to be the person that manages all of this information. Hi, my name is Isabel Papa, and I'm a computer information systems major. I'll be talking about my short-term and long-term career goals, the job that I want after I graduate, the important skills for that job, and how I'll develop those skills. So starting with my short-term and long-term goals, in the short term, I'd like to get an internship by the spring of 2019 when I graduate, and from there become a database administrator, or a DBA. In the long term, I want to advance in the company and become an IT manager or director. A couple of reasons why I want to become a DBA is because early on I found out that I excel at computer classes. I'm also very organizational in nature, so combining organization and computers just gives me DBA. It gives me the best of both worlds. Also, according to the National Center for Women in Information Technology, only 26% of competing professions were held by women in 2016. So, I want to become one of these women, and I want to show and inspire other women that we can be in this profession and we can be very successful at it, especially in the technology industry. Lastly, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, on average, the job grows at about 7%. For DBAs, we're expected to grow at 11%, with 133,400 jobs expected to be available by 2024. So the outlook for me doing something that I'm really passionate about is very positive. Moving on to the skills that are necessary, I talked to Alicia Urberry, the professor here at Fresno State of Database and Oracle, and what I took away from the conversation was that you need CPA. And I'm not talking about accounting. I'm talking about communication, problem solving and decision making, and analytical skills. Starting with communication, you need to be able to communicate with your client and to actively listen to their needs. You also need to communicate this to the team that you're working with to build the database for them. Moving on to problem solving and decision making skills, like I said, you need to understand the needs of your client. You need to understand how a database can solve that problem, and you have to also make decisions on how to design the database and how to implement it. Moving into analytical skills, you need to be able to use critical thinking and logic to design this database in a way that you can translate the needs of the client into a database language, and from there back into a way that's meaningful and understandable for the client, so it's easy for them to use without any confusion. The Bureau of Labor Statistics also listed these skills as important for a DBA. So finally, I'll implement all of these skills and I'll develop them through an internship, like I said. I plan on getting an internship relevant to a DBA so that I can practice all these skills in a real-world situation. I also plan on looking for elective certification classes or any organization in which I can also develop these skills in a way that's related to IT and database. So in summary, I've talked about my short-term and long-term goals, the job that I want, DBA, after I graduate, and 3 important skills in becoming a DBA, which are communication, problem-solving and decision-making, and analytical skills. And I also talked about how an internship, certification, and other sorts of classes will help me develop these skills. Thank you for your time.